Page 29, the Industrious Student. 3/4 time, no sharps or flats, C major or A minor. Let's take a look. What do we got? Well, look at the last measure. You're here, here. These are the notes. That's an A minor chord. So I guess it's an A minor. Now we have multiple voices. Now a few things about dealing with multiple voices. You have the right hand with its voice doing its thing. Left hand, you got two voices. You got the A, kind of a pedal point A bass, and you got the other voice. Got to get them both. Got to hold that A down. It's a little tricky. What we tend to do, or what I had to do in college on like the Bach fugues and inventions and so forth, when I had to do them, is when dealing with multiple voices, I had to learn to play them and play one voice louder than all the others, and that was hard for me to do. That's where I really learned control. So, and I alternated. I had to go through all the voices and do that. So it's like if I play here we got three voices. I would play one voice louder than the other two, like say the top voice. And the whole thing, I'd do be one voice, and then I'd go back and do it again. I'd do the next voice louder than all the others. And this one would be that. Do the next voice louder than all the others. This would be the bottom voice. And each one, I go through each voice and play it louder than all the others. And I had to practice it that way. I had to play it for my teacher that way to show that I could control and hear and understand each voice. It's actually a very good idea, but it's a rather difficult thing. I think that is more of an advanced technique. But if you can, practice it, bringing out the right hand, and then see if you can bring out the top voice in the left hand. Type thing, and see if you can do that. Now when you get down to the third line, third measure, where the eighth notes come in, there it's pretty much, I mean, you got the two voices, sort of, but really it's in the right hand. So there, when you get to that point, don't worry so much about bringing out anything in the left hand. Play the left hand soft. Type thing, and keep it that way. Rhythm-wise, it shouldn't be a problem. Quarter notes and half notes and eighth notes and whatnot. And then the fingering, there's no problem, except maybe when you get to the third line with the accidentals, just follow their fingering. It's fine. You're here because you got, and then here, and then here. That G is tied and the C is tied, so you're only playing the two middle notes here, and then move. And this is just alternating, a twist thing in the right. But all legato. I know they've got phrasing in here, but that left hand on those eighth notes play the whole thing legato. The phrasing is, you can do the phrasing in the right hand. I do not recommend phrasing it in the left hand like they're doing. I would keep that all legato. They do have accents in there, so put in the accents. Like in the last line, you're here, and then here, and then here, both hands. But again, I don't recommend phrasing it like they're showing in the left hand. No. It gets back to what I was saying earlier on a video on how they used to do phrase marks and slurs back in 1700s and early 1800s. They would not cross a bar line. Typically, the phrasing would not. So when you get something like this, it makes more sense for like a violin bowing or something where they're telling you up bow, down bow, or whatever. But for piano, that breaks the continuity. Now here, that's fine, but do you really need that phrasing in the left hand? In my mind, that's too choppy. I would prefer the left hand stay down all that. So watch the phrasing. Now, in the first part where you got the different voices going, you're pretty much stuck with the phrasing they're giving you because those voices need it in there. And even there I find choppy. In my opinion, starting with the last two measures of the first line, I don't see why each measure has to be a separate phrase. It gets back to where they didn't cross a bar line. To me, it's all one phrase. There, and then lift up. And then again, starting at the end of the second line, I would not have each measure a separate phrase. All of that is one phrase, but if you wanted, I mean, they're saying to. And I guess when you first learn it, you learn it the way it's written, and then you go back but I don't know for sure if that's really the way the composer would have wanted it. Speed-wise, allegretto is kind of a fun thing. How fast is it? Not fast. It's faster than moderatos. I think about as fast as I've been playing it. That's fine. We're going to go really slow. I want to do a play with me to check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not doing dynamics, anything. I will phrase it the way they're saying to, except for the left hand eighth notes. I'm very much against phrasing it. I would play all that legato. So I'll give us three counts and let's play it together. 1, ready, go. Two, three.